Up next, the Celtics taking on the Wizards. For Boston, 2 wins and 1 loss to start the season. They want to maintain that winning track. Wizards, Celtics, and back in a moment for the tip-off. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And now Washington's starting group. Jared McCain is out there with Johnson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Banchero in at the 4-man position. And for the Celtics, down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And Greg, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember? Right now.
That it's a long season, Kevin. And I know we say that a lot, but it's the truth. And to just remember, there's going to be plenty of ups and downs during the course of the year.
Now McCain. Banchero, a screen on White. Driving to the basket. A nice shot by McCain.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now, here's Oubre. They get it back. Here's McCain. Yep, that one goes in there. McCain's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's McCain. Following the bucket by the Celtics. To the paint. Stolen away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. That one goes. Count it.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 6.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
White drives in, pass to Tatum. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Brown against Johnson. Outside Williams. Offline with his three.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this. League, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Shot clock at 2. The offensive rebound. And here's Brown outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Davis setting the pick for McCain. Pass to Williams. Over in the corner, Banchero. Here's Johnson. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Boston is gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to White. Back to Brown. To the middle. Here's Queta. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled up. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more...
The previous play is under review.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
By being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
Tatum against Banchero. And the basket is good.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Now here's Williams. He has yet to score inside and finished off by Banchero.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Oubre outside. Tatum with the screen on Williams. Oubre passes to Keita. Oubre dishes to White. Takes a three. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And stolen by White. Pass to Brown. Here's Keita. He's guarded by Davis. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. They get it back. Brown outside. Here's Keita. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. Keita's got 6.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Wizards have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Davis sets a screen. On the wing, Williams. Oubre with the steal. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Last outing for Boston, they won that game against the Utah Jazz. And it's Banchero missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Wizards making a switch here. Henry's checked in. Washington trailing. McCain with the ball. 8 points for him. And here is Henry. Banchero with the screen and taken away by Johnson. Over in the corner, Pritchard. And another miss by Boston.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Davis kicks to Johnson. Davis setting the pick for Johnson. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And it's Davis finishing it off.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Brown. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Washington. They trail by 1. Banchero finds McCain. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jake LaRavia comes in for Brown. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Washington. Demon comes in for Banchero.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
Well, with his mobility and size, Smith gets up there with ease.
Here's McCain. Rebound, Boston.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
So it's the Wizards now, following the bucket by the Celtics. There's the pick. Pass to Henry from downtown. Johnson with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Now here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Henry with the rebound. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's McCain. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Washington, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. 56 seconds left here in the first quarter. McCain against Pritchard. Tatum a screen. For 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. McCain against Pritchard. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 14.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Jones sets the pick for Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to Johnson. Latrey. And Tatum pulls it down. Here's Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And so it's Jared McCain making things happen for Washington. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Carlton Carrington. Walker Kessler is out there with Demon. And it's Henry in at the 4. To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
Here's Johnson. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Left side, Tatum. Laravia up top. Clock at 6. And here's Johnson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Demon. He's defended by Laravia. To the right side. Pass to Carrington. Rebounded by the Celtics. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back over to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allen, we appreciate the report.
Well, what I love about Walker Kessler, he's a 7-footer who plays like a 7-footer.
Johnson right side. To the inside. Jones. And it's sent back by Kessler. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Washington. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound by the Wizards. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson attacking. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Washington lead.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, How do I stop that?
Tatum setting the pick for Johnson. Jones, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Celtics. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Counted his second make in 4 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. And Greg, is a former point guard in this league, give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd, but I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And a change for the Wizards. Jared McCain's checked in for Demon. Brown against Johnson. Brown the pass to Johnson. Jones with the screen on Williams. 5 to shoot. Johnson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Kessler, a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Kessler.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the board, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those 2 things alone will earn you minutes.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Second. Free throw, no good. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the second quarter so far. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Kessler setting the pick for Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice job by Williams, carving out some space on that one.
Brown down low. Johnson on him. Brown kicks to Tatum. Back to Brown. Boston needs to get off his shot. Jones, no luck. Wizards have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Johnson finds Williams. Kessler, a screen on Pritchard. Williams. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. Win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Oubre subbed in for Johnson. It's McCain on the wing. There's the screen, and the foul called on Jared McCain. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised. Foul call.
And
this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double checking, and the game continues on.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Paolo Banchero comes in for Walker Kessler. And Demon subbed in for Johnson. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, Williams much more physical than most think. He can get through that contact.
Tatum passes to Queta. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown right side. Henry with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Banchero missing. Celtics trail by 3. Brown finds Tatum. No good. That would have tied it. The Wizards have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. A nice shot by McCain.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
White wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Down low. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Inside, it's tipped and taken away by Brown. Brown attacking. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Wizards leading by 3. On the wing, Williams, covered by Oubre. Pass to Banchero. And stolen by Tatum. Oubre outside. Here's Queta. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
In the corner, Henry with it. Nailed from three-point land. Henry's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Demon. Brown deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. Wide, a screen on McCain. 6 on the shot clock. A 3. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from White.
Well, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Pass to McCain. Davis setting the pick for McCain. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. 55 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 5.
And a great first quarter for him, but he seems to be slowing down here in the second.
And White kicks to Oubre. Here's Pritchard. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pritchard against McCain. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got his 4th rebound in this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brown against Williams. Over Williams. No good there with the step back J. And that'll do it. As they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look for the Grizzlies. They'll be up against the Suns out in Phoenix. Start time 7 o'clock Eastern.
And this could be a close.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't bit.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jared McCain with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Down on the block, it's Tatum with Queta. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Oubre with the small forward. That's in the game for the Celtics.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
White the pass to Tatum. Rebound, Washington. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. And finished off by Banchero.
When it comes to attacking the basket, Banchero is one of the most dangerous players in the league.
Here's White. In the corner, Tatum with it. No good from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Queta. That one is good again. He sits away from the floor with the basket.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Over in the corner, Williams. Banchero is screened for Williams. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 9 points.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Outside Tatum. Over Banchero. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Tatum.
Yeah, and that screen was really all Tatum needed. Just a little bit more breathing room so he could go to work.
Outside Williams. Davis. Great positioning on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brown against Johnson. Now here's Brown. D right on him. Just 2 to shoot. No good that time. Some solid defense from Johnson. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by White. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from White.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Davis with a screen on White. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Tatum kicks to Brown. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And he jams it with authority.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Here's Davis. Anthony Davis, too much size.
The assist.
Here's Tatum. From the line, Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Oubre. And Davis pulls it down.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Davis setting the pick for McCain. Pass to Banchero. Here's Davis, and they double up Davis. Williams for 3. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Now here's Tatum. He has 6. Brown outside. Rebound, Washington. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Good on the triple.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Timeout called, the Celtics.
There they are. Make some noise.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Your Celtics Entertainment.
And here's Brown, he'll bring it up for Boston. 7-point differential. Launches a three. Rebound, Washington. Henry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Henry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards. Boston has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. They need this. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
Offense is coming easy and often for Brown tonight. He is dialed in. They should keep giving it to him.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Davis with a screen on Pritchard. And stolen by Tatum. Banchero against Johnson. To the inside. And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Davis. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. It's stolen by Jones. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Jason Tatum making sure of that one.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
And here is Davis. Back to McCain. There's a screen. Lets it go with a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 7. Johnson outside. Offensive rebound. Washington shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Davis sets a screen. Henry passes to Davis. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pritchard from outside. Henry with the rebound. Henry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McCain against Jones. Here's Henry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Henry's got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Some changes for Boston. Smith comes in for Jason Tatum. And Jake LaRavia is subbed in for Brown. Buford is checked in for Washington. Smith finds LaRavia. It's stolen by Banchero. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And finished off by Banchero.
Look, when Banchero gets it in transition, he's a runaway freight train.
Pritchard passes to Johnson. Screen by Jones. Over in the corner, LaRavia. Jones sets the pick for Pritchard. Hands it from downtown. Pritchard's got his 2nd bucket.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pritchard against McCain. Pass to Buford. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Johnson. And that shot was up in time, but down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Wizards up 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Jalen Williams. Demons out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Henry in at the power forward. Kessler the screen for 3. Williams. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Here's Tatum. Jones for 3. Henry with the rebound. Henry's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's good. And the Wizards lead by 16.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Williams. A rebound by Johnson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Over in the corner, Williams. Beyond the arc. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Wizards leading by 14. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Henry drills the three-pointer. Henry's got 10 points here in the second half.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Kicks it out to Jones. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists now in the game. McCain against Pritchard. It's stolen by Pritchard. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pass to Tatum. Johnson surveying the floor. To the wing on the left. Laravia with the screen. A shot by Pritchard, no good. McCain against Pritchard. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Just having his way on that one. Williams is showcasing a well-rounded offensive game, piling up the points.
Pass to Jones. Back to Laravia. Excellent D there from Williams. Wizards leading by 16. Now Henry. Now McCain. He's covered by Pritchard. Here's Williams. And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Jones, and it's Brown in for Jake LaRavia.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Tatum, no good.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Celtics trail by 19. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Banchero. They grab their own miss. Brown wide open. He fires. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Pass to Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. And scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are. In the open floor, when they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Cade is checked in, and Oubre subbed in for Johnson. Outside, Davis. Pass to Demon. Outside, Williams. The rebound by Cade. Cade's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Tatum, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Demon. Here's Davis. Rebound, Boston. Cade's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Brown inside. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Banchero's checked in for the Wizards. Jared McCain comes in for Demon. To the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
That's too easy for Banchero. The closer to the basket he gets, he becomes almost impossible to stop.
Oubre outside. Boston, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket by Johnson.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Oubre kicks to White. Boston, no good that time either. In transition, here come the Wizards. And that one is good.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile. Environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
The three from Tatum. And it's White missing. Washington has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Davis setting the pick for Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 28 points for the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Trying to get something going. Brown, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Tatum kicks to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Davis. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. because, look, the other teams are all trying to win too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Brown outside. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a golly win for the Wizards.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
This shot used to be a question mark for Brown coming into the league. Now you got to guard him from deep.
Pass to Demon. Inside, Henry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jared McCain.